man, it's the Freak Show. It's Wild 94.1. We getting everything situated up in here. The fam is in the building. Cleveland here, man. Y'all better set the security codes.
With a lot of people, too.
Hey, man, hell yeah, we roll heavy.
You know what's crazy, too? The taxi driver on the way over here threatened to call the cops on me, man.
What?
Yeah, man.
Why?
I had a whole little ride over here. Weird
Why?
ride.
It's just like, man, they
So
look like...
we're in the car, and I'm like, are we on air right now?
Yeah, we on.
I'm in the car. Maybe she's listening to this. I think she was listening to this on the way over here. I couldn't even tell. I was too busy yelling at this stupid lady. she's like, what'd she say? Oh, she said, she's trying to talk. We just took a disco nap, so everybody's in the car like, yo, man, we're not trying to, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She's like, y'all aren't from the South, huh? And we're like, nah. She's like, I can tell. I got because y'all don't have no Southern hospitality. Ooh. I got a cousin from Detroit, and they don't know how to be polite either, or something like what she's.
But because y'all was
they don't. Oh, we don't. He doesn't have any respect either.
And it's just because y'all been up all night.
Yo,
y'all
I mean,
trying
like,
to catch
we're like,
some
yo,
sleep.
dude. First off, this lady doesn't understand. Like, it's 2015. And I don't like. You can just type an address in a phone.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I mean? And like, just get me there. So she's like calling the taxi company. How do I get there? All these things like that, asking us how to get there. I'm like, dude, this is your job. Like, you know, your door doesn't work. My safety's at risk. There's all these different things going on. And I'm like...
You need to use Uber from next time,
And she
right?
threatens to call the cops on me, man. Hold on, just here. Hold on.
This is insane, though.
I'm filming this because I'm like, because I'm just in case they get... Because I got arrested in the same county.
You got arrested here in
exactly.
Tampa, yeah. I'm like, the last thing you want to do is have any problems.
So I'm just thinking about, like, yo, but just listen to how annoying her voice is, man. Listen.
Are you influenced by your other partner?
Hold on.
It's telling me the short way. We have a short map. I mean, I can go to, if you want me to, I got the right address. If you want me to go this way, I can turn this map off.
No, how about you get me the way there?
Yeah,
that,
how about you just do your job and get me
do
here?
your damn job.
Oh, my God.
Like, I'm trying to get to an interview, and you like, well, which way y'all want to go? Like, I don't live here. Like, that's insane, dog. All right, wait, Kel's in the building, MGK, Machine Gun
good
Kelly.
morning.
And wait, and the funny thing is, because, I mean, like, you know, like I told everybody, we've messed with Kel's through the market so many times. For a long time, but I've never gotten you in here in the morning show because there's a lot of people in that middle world who ain't never really rocked with you like that. Yeah. And it's like, you look at your fan base, you like, everybody knows who MGK is. But then it's like them soccer moms who taking their kids to the first day of school today.
What's up, soccer moms?
He rocks with you too. So for her to say, y'all don't have respect, I'm like, the first thing that pops in my head is how y'all treat the fans. You know what I'm saying? How y'all got that relationship with the fan base and everything. Like, that's a dope exchange. Like, there's people who ride for y'all in that whole EST fam that really, like, you know, I feel, like I said earlier, I don't think anybody who has just sunshine and flowers follows you. I think everybody who's had some problems or had some issue or some sort of fight in their life finds solace in your music.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's such a beautiful way to put it. Yeah, I agree. I think, you know how, like, when certain people judge people for, like, listening to, like, Nickelback?
Yes.
It's like...
Chad catches hell, man.
He does. It's like, I get the exact opposite. Like, you, like, I judge people when they listen to me in the sense of the fact that I believe that they have, like, a little bit deeper of a soul because maybe you went through something that you can see this music for... Or see it and hear it in a way that, like, you know, other people who just hear music don't see it in, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because, like, people use music for, like, entertainment, but it seems like your people just ride.
This is more
like,
of a way of life, man.
This is like a battle call. Like,
yeah.
They're like, Kel says, show up, and they show up. Like,
yeah, they do, man.
It's
Speaking
insane.
of showing up, I was looking at your Twitter. You have a fan that's going to their 100th MGK show
Wow.
today.
Tonight.
Yes.
I mean,
That's
for real.
big.
Do you guys have a sound effect for that?
Not one that's worthy. I mean, 100 shows. I mean, like, and you know what's funny is, like, when you did one of the headlining spots at our last damn show. And was
that the one with the car?
That was the stomp heard
They
around
were
the world.
telling me that
Dog,
story.
I mean, it was bonkers, man. I mean, like, when he jumped up on the car, I was like,
Hey, yo, everyone, real quick, just look at this cyst. Look at this cyst on my knee that's just bleeding.
what the hell, man? Are you serious?
Isn't that gnarly? Yeah. I it's
Don't tell
funny.
me it's stage diving.
No. I had randomly I had caught cellulitis out of nowhere, which I didn't even know what that was until I had it and I couldn't walk a couple days ago, and like I went to the hospital and they were like, you know, if you would have kept waiting on this, we would have had to chop your leg off.
What?
And I'm
Are
like,
you serious?
yo,
Like, I mean, yeah, we really gonna try this thing
dude,
with one leg.
You must be on a ton of medicine right now.
Oh,
Antibiotics,
definitely,
all
yeah,
that
for
stuff.
sure, yeah.
Whoa.
But it's
Yeah.
like, but you get hurt all the time though. Like, I mean,
Yep.
first of all, you climb everything. You're known to like do the show from the top of the lighting trusses, like in a tree at Janice. You was up in the tree.
It's starting to get slow for all that though because of so many. Like one of my favorite venues almost got banned from playing because I went up on one of the trusts, and it was probably the sketchiest trust climb I ever did in my life. It was like I felt the whole thing shaking.
See,
and like it was like, oh, I almost got electrocuted, and if I would have got electrocuted, it would have been like a 30-foot fall.
Oh,
like,
man.
I mean, that.
And so like there was this whole thing, and like I had actually it's funny actually. You see like you see all these tribute pieces you got in here. They actually, it's been a venue that I've been waiting to get like one of these in.
Yeah.
And I sold it out finally for like the third or myself finally, and it was my fourth time playing there, and I finally got one of those. And the night that I got one of those is the night that I pissed them off the most. You know what I'm saying? So
like we put you on the wall and you up on the lights.
Yeah. So I mean, and I also want to make people miss that too, and I don't want that to seem too gimmicky. It's so natural for me, but
it's
just
weird to see you
that
do it though, man, because it's like you started the show and just didn't say a word, jumped off the stage. I was like, what's wrong with him? He ain't even do nothing yet. And you went out there and these people passed him around like a joint for like 5 minutes, and then they placed him back on stage and the show started.
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
cool,
this
man.
is insane.
That's tight.
Like, I mean, like the vocal cords thing when you had like the polyps thing, and you wasn't supposed to spit. And then you still was like rapping all night, and then like going to bed, bloody throat, and taking.
Yeah.
Like for real, dog. Your insurance company got to be like, listen.
Do you realize that? Do you know for the first couple years of my career, I couldn't get booked on a festival because I couldn't get performers insurance.
I wouldn't insure you.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell are you doing? Like, man, you a little famous now. You can't be doing all this.
I think that was like a 2014 revelation for us, so we finally got that.
So the EST fam's covered now. That had Humana. That's a good look.
Speaking of the crazy show,
homie MGK is in the building. Machine Gun Kelly.
your live performance is legendary. Do you feel like other artists in the game have been copying your style, biting
dude,
your
what?
style?
Come on, dude. Shout out to everybody who took my style and got rich off it.
It do look familiar.
It looks so familiar
do look
all the time.
familiar.
Yeah, it's all good though. Like, I'm just looking for. I think as long as my peers acknowledge it, just like like guys like you and all that stuff like that, I don't really care as long as the credit comes back in some way, shape, or form. But I saw a giant change in the game once we started coming out in 2010 at these festivals and in these open mic nights in the industry and all these other events, double XL freshman cover things. Like when we started coming out and really like bringing this whole like kind of fusion of like of rock and roll and hip hop, we really started kind of like to bring the interaction with the crowds back that like Method Man and Redman and all those people used to create back in the day, you know what I'm saying?
Where the crowd was part of the show.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And we also did that same thing with like, if you go back to when we were first coming out, we were really one of the first people in this generation doing this whole like interaction with the fans thing and like creating like this like fan army type thing before it just became like a kind of a trend to just like make up your own like whatever your fan base is
all
going to
the
be.
pop stars got their little bots and their little so-and-so. But I remember there's a lot of stuff like y'all got to just rock with us for a minute because we catching up. But it's like it was like a yearbook of the fans that I saw you do. Like
that seems so cool.
Where it was like and it was like See My Tears, I think it was, where everybody was like it's like you with real relationships with your fans.
Oh yeah, just
as
like
opposed to just some like rah-rah.
The girl who's 100 showed us tonight, that was the first girl to ever get a lace-up tattoo, by the way. Also.
Really?
Yeah. So this girl's like, and this is a very close friend of mine. We became so close over the years.
And it started off just as a fan.
It started off as a fan-artist relationship.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of people, like no disrespect to Hove or Kanye or anybody, but I said it this morning. I've been in the business for a minute. I ain't seen nobody with a Hove tattoo and nobody with Yeezus on their body, but I done counted probably 19 lace-up tattoos.
Nice.
You know, because people rock with you like that. So that's a good look, man. All right, now I see you the shirt, and I just got to ask you, this is off the cuff, because I mean we got to play some music, whatever.
Oh, dude, this shirt is
but
so
like,
sweet. Dude.
But like, I mean, come on. Let me tell you, they did Notorious Thugs on the Wild Splash stage,
What?
and I walked out there with an airbrush Biggie shirt on.
Yeah.
Just like I'm like, me and Bone, I was stunting, you know. So like when you think of Straight Outta Compton and you see how that's come together.
Love that movie.
Tell me what you thought of that. Being that, I mean,
love that movie, dude. Like oh man, I just love that movie. I love that movie. And like
it was one you could see again.
You know what it was too? Is one that like brought me back to like wanting to be a fan again. Because when you're the one thing that, man, the one thing that I wish I would have learned from the beginning, or just learn to take it just for what it is like meeting people that you looked up to so much, and then like being disappointed by them. They always say don't meet your idols.
Yeah, because they'll let you down.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You never catch them in the way that you want to,
right?
Like the mode that you want to catch them in, or like, they're
they're catch them in music video mode.
They're like 10 years sober now, and like just, vegan and doing yoga and laying. And like, you know what I mean? Just not the rock star you wanted to meet, but like, I realized, what were we just talking about? I'm so sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, the meeting your idols and the movie Straight Outta Compton.
Oh, okay. So years in, and my idols starting to become like my peers, and you starting to see things for being like a little. It's all that glitters really isn't gold. You know what I mean? And you start to just really realize how like
the wizard is behind the curtain.
The wizard is behind the curtain, and you're like, man, this just and it starts to bum you out, and you start to become less of a fan. And then things happen, like you start to see your idols or people that or your peers start to use stuff from you, and you start to be like, oh my god, like This is weird because now I'm mad at you. Like I never thought I would be mad at you for
not you
for doing me. You know what I'm saying? Like I never even thought it would get to this point, but it got to that point, and then you have respect for your craft and everything that you've done, and you're like, well, dude, I'm not even feeling you anymore, and you start to lose the interest of becoming a fan. And the best part of music is being a fan. You know what I'm saying? Like having those excited moments and stuff. And so, you start to develop this thing where you're like, you feel competitive and you want to be a part of everything. And it's like, oh, well, why wasn't I? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's great when a movie like Straight Outta Compton comes out and it's like so in your face. And of course, the immediate thing you would be like is you'd be like, damn, I wish I was a part of this huge movement that's going on, right? But I'm from Cleveland. I'm from the Midwest. I have nothing to do with that. And I was like, you know what? I just need to sit back and just like go watch this movie and really, just go watch this movie. And
Appreciate it.
And don't be an artist and just go watch this movie like the same way that you would have when you were 16 and any rap record that came out, you were just like, ooh. Yeah. So I went and watched that movie, and I'm telling you, man, it took me back to being like when I first saw hip hop for the first time. And I was just like in awe, and I was just like, "This is so badass." And
we was walking around taking every Raiders cap we could find.
Yo, it was so cool,
like
man.
You know what I'm saying? And when he sat that tape on
again.
Eazy's deathbed and was like, "Yo, I just want you to hear this stuff we done did with Bone," and I was like, "Damn, that's right," because Eazy put on Bone, and the whole thing came after that. So. I knew that was going to have like a spot for you. So, hey, I mean, we got the homie MGK in the building. He's doing his thing tonight on stage. He actually came in early, and then they were in the lab all night. So I don't even know how they up. They on some of them rock star vitamins or whatever. But we wanted to get you in here and kind of get you to, vibe out. I don't know what you're going to perform because I want to play the new joint.
Oh, a little more?
Yeah, I want to play either a little more or Till I Die. I got the Till I Die remix.
Play Till I Die and let me rock a little more.
Nice.
Okay. We will do that up in this thing, all right? So here we go. We're going to get some Machine Gun Kelly on. This is the new joint, and, I mean, it's the remix of it, too, so it's heavy. It's got French on there. I mean, who else is on the remix?
Bone Thugs and Harmony. It's me and Bone Thugs' first collab ever. Some old school Cleveland for you with Ray Cash, and then
Ray Cash,
Cash.
And then a little Down South love with Yo Gotti.
There you go. 849. It's the homie Kels.
And for those basketball lovers out there, this song will be on 2K16 this year.
Yeah, there you go.